I have identified two important problems with the way we understand war as it is practiced on land. First, there is inadequate understanding of the varying breadth of ground combat as it has been practiced around the world, and particularly in the first part of the 21st century. Second, there is inadequate empirical evidence to show how ground combat and land warfare, and perhaps even war writ large, have actually changed over time. In this chapter, I set a foundation to help solve these problems, building the historical baseline for the investigation of modern ground combat cases that follows. These mid-20th century cases also start to outline the complexity and diversity of the range of combat typologies and characteristics present even within a single, albeit massive, war. Why does World War II provide the best historical baseline to help understand modern ground combat? World War II was the first large-scale conflict to showcase all of the tactics, techniques, and technologies that would influence global ground combat in the first part of the 21st century. It is generally considered the first war in which combined arms combat was widely and consistently employed by all combatants at nearly all levels of command. Given the central importance of combined arms tactics to my working definition of ground combat, common use of combined arms is requisite for a solid research baseline. The scope and scale of the fighting in World War II also allowed for the best possible survey of cases, technology employment, and the emerging development of new technologies, including the first combat use of drones, that anchored the contentious debates over military revolutions that emerged over the following half-century. It is therefore the only reasonable baseline for an examination that follows. However, I see nothing revolutionary in World War II ground combat. I purposefully trace what I see as the evolution of both tactical and technical characteristics that emerged in some cases well before World War II, leading to a continuing evolutionary track described in chapters 4 through 9. I reviewed and coded 20 exemplary, non-representative baseline cases of World War II battles, and integrated these cases with a broader review of the secondary source literature on the characteristics of World War II ground combat. I used cases that touch on a diverse set of combat characteristics from different theaters, at varying scales, in different types of terrain, and so on.